Today we're going to look at the circuits, the 9 circuits of the Sri Yantra. So this is sometimes called the Sri Chakra, the 9 chakras, 9 circuits. And somebody asked me a question, Jay, so I thought I'd answer it today this way. And I'm going to do it by marking with a pen. So this outer area, I'm just going to color it like that so you can really see it. This is the first circuit. And the first circuit represents the 3 realms. So the earth, the astral plane, and the celestial plane. And in the body, this relates to your feet. Each of these circuits actually has a name. Today I'll be using the English. So this one is called the Attractor of the 3 worlds. And again, this is your feet. So unlike most popular chakra knowledge, which is 7 chakras, this actually has 9. So there's 2 extra ones. So that's the first extra one. This is your feet and the attractor of the 3 realms. And next, I'll show you the second one. The second one of these 16 petals. This is called the wand, the wheel that fulfills all hopes. Desire fulfilling. So 16 petals. And in the body, this is actually the thighs. So these 2, this first and second one, are underneath the traditional 7. Just making your way up from the earth. So these green 16 petals comprise the desire fulfilling nature. Hopes. Wish fulfilling, hope fulfilling. So this is the thighs. Remember, there's a lot of goddesses in these yantras also, but today we're just talking about their placement in the body, these various bits. So one way you can worship this whole yantra is through goddess worship. Today we're worshiping it as a way of seeing your body as your temple. The next one is the third one. This is called the agitating wheel, the wheel of agitation. This is actually the first chakra as we know it. So the pelvic floor, right? The Muladhara Chakra. These nice red 8 petals. So sometimes for health reasons you might really want to focus on one of these rings. However, it's good to do all of them. For perfect health you need to be happy with whole body, right? Wholeness. So I'm just very loosely coloring these today just to show you the areas. So this is the Muladhara, the root chakra area, these 8 petals. Also known as the great agitator. Stirring things up. Just stirring things up is a way of sorting out what is real, what is helpful, what is not helpful. Okay, so this outer portion, sometimes we think of the gate and the 2 outer rings of petals as to do with the moon, the lunar forces. And then as we move into the triangles, we think about the solar forces, so the sun and moon balance. The next one, these 14 triangles, this is going to be the pelvis. So the second chakra, the water chakra. Just as the red Muladhara was the earth, now we're into the water chakra. and this circuit. The circuiter is the giver of all good fortune. So see already the boons that are coming from this 9-circuit yantra. So the giver of all good fortune. And this is the second chakra in the pelvis. So this is your foundation, right? First, second chakra. Then we'll find ourselves at the third chakra, Manipura Chakra, third chakra. Let's use the yellow for that one. Here the translation is that all realizations are possible. So the navel center. This is the element of fire. So courage, fire. In the physical body, the fire of digestion, the navel. All realizations are possible. All right, then we're going to go to the heart. So let's do green again for the heart. Here, the heart chakra is called the giver of all protection. So one day I'll make another video with the sounds. There's a sound for each of these triangles. Beautiful mantra for the goddess that lives in each triangle. Okay, so this is the heart center, heart. Okay, so we're getting into the center. So is this looking good? So in terms of the body, we had the feet, it was the red. We had the thighs with the 16 petals. We had the Muladhara Chakra for these 8 petals. Then we had the second chakra in the pelvis for the green petals. Then we had the navel for the yellow. And then we had the heart chakra. It's a beautiful chakra of its own. Let's use red again. So the one above the heart is going to be the throat. So the throat chakra is known as the chakra that destroys all disease. So I'm choosing these colors today mainly just so that it's easy for you to see which circuit I'm talking about. So the destroyer of all disease at the throat. So there's 8 triangles here. This is actually a famous yantra in itself, this throat one. Sometimes known as Bala Yantra. And then as we get nearer the center, we have the triangle. So the triangle in the middle, this is called the giver of all powers. This is at the third eye, the point between the eyebrows, this triangle. The giver of all powers. So this is the Agya chakra. So the one before that with the 8 triangles, that was for ether. So air, ether, air for the heart, ether for the throat. Now we're into the subtle elements. So the triangle, the giver of all powers. Point between the eyebrows. And then the bindu. The bindu is actually the crown chakra, the top of your head. That's the central point. The 1,000-petal lotus. This is the point of total bliss. All right, and there you have it. There are your, I hope that answers your question. So the first two are extra, right, in your knowledge of the yantras and the chakras. Feet and thighs. Then you have the first chakra, the second chakra, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and then seventh is the bindu.